In today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 different items that you might want to consider stocking up or ordering online now. Stay tuned for these 10 items that are must-haves during this pandemic time. Welcome back, friends. My name is Melissa Gallagher. I'm a naturopathic physician, and welcome to my channel. I hope you will subscribe, hit the bell, and become a part of a natural health resource community here. Today, I am sharing with you 10 different items that I have been researching and finding out that they are hard to come by supplies, or supplies that might be globally impacted in terms of your access to these items. Many of these items are critical for your continued health and wellness. So kicking off with number one are medical supplies. There are a lot of export restrictions on an assortment of medical supplies, particularly the production of them and what countries and customs will be receiving these items. Europe, India, and Turkey are three major exporters of medical supplies. So if you need a CPAP machine, an oxygen breathing tubes, or even catheters, these are things you'd want to consider making sure you've got a full supply so that you don't run out of your critical medical supplies. PPE, or personal protection equipment, is also included in this. Second are pharmaceutical medications. Medications like everyday blood pressure, cholesterol lowering medications, and even medications that are used in the hospital setting, we're seeing decreases in those supplies because of the demand based on COVID and a lot of the cytokine storm. The impact on the body is increasing the utilization of medications, as well as a production decrease in these facilities. Pharmaceuticals are going to be in shorter supply, more than what we've ever experienced before. 3, toilet paper. We're going to have the toilet paper crisis in 2020 continue, probably sorting itself out towards the end of 2020 and even into 2021, depending on how many stay-at-home orders we get if we have several waves of this virus. But definitely the manufacturing of toilet paper has had a lot of us in a bind. Number 4, garlic is an imported product that will be very hard to find, which is why we are growing garlic in our garden. And I recommend any of you to consider growing your own garlic. It's really easy. You just grab a bulb, take off all the little cloves, the little clove. You can actually put the clove right in, a little bit of dirt, and it'll start to grow green. You can have 20 to 30 new garlic bulbs from one bulb you get at the grocery store. Try it out and let me know. Comment down below if you're gonna try that. Number 5, pasta and wine. We call wine mommy juice in our household, but pasta and wine are imports, and we are seeing a decrease in imports from France and Italy, which is where a lot of pasta and wine comes from. Number 6 on our list are thermometers. 80% of thermometers are manufactured in China, and there's already a decrease in thermometers because the demand is high. Most of us are going to be doing temperature checking of ourselves. We also have high demand from companies that are using thermometers now to assess and evaluate the temperature of their patrons. Number 7, disinfectants will continue to be in short supply. We are expecting this to continue past several of the peaks. There's a greater demand for both individual personal use as well as professional commercial use. As states and cities reopen, stores and companies are going to be utilizing sanitation processes. They will be buying a bunch of disinfectants, and that will continue to create a situation where it's harder to find. I'm going to recommend you consider Force of Nature. This is a green, clean, toxic-free cleaning process. It utilizes a little pack of salt and vinegar with an electrolyzer. When you get a kit, the electrolyzer turns all of that combination, water, salt, and vinegar, into a toxic-free chemical powerhouse. It's EPA approved and is being used currently in medical offices, hospitals, daycares, and childcare centers to clean and disinfect in a toxic-free way, but also to protect individuals from COVID-19. So number 8 are for all of you bread makers and bread lovers. Many of you have taken to grabbing active yeast and fast rising yeast, dry yeast, to start to make your own products at home? Well, there's been over 60% increase in individuals grabbing yeast. And this particular yeast comes out of Turkey. Again, we are going to be seeing decreases in exportation of fast rising yeast products. And we are also going to see a continued increase of individuals making food for themselves at home. This includes breads, pastas, anything that might need an activator like yeast. Number 9, hand sanitizers. This happens to be one of my favorite organic bath company. Oh, it's so great. My little spray hand sanitizer. This is called Zesty Morning. It's got a lemon kind of zest smell, fragrance to it. It's all natural. This is organic, and this has 63% ethyl alcohol. This meets the requirements for us to spray and kill the COVID-19 viral droplets. We're going to see an increase in the demand for hand sanitizers as many of us get more mobilized and are out back working and shopping and going from store to store and just going about our day-to-day lives. Hand sanitizer is something you're going to want to make sure you have an abundant supply of. I'm going to list this particular product. I grabbed this from my Aaliyah store. You can buy this online. You can also use Force of Nature. We use this on our dogs' paws when we take them for walks, and I've even used this on my gloves when I'm grabbing something from the pharmacy or the mailbox. So Force of Nature and hand sanitizer, these two go hand in hand in terms of keeping your hands clean and clear. And the last and final are freezers, chest freezers. We actually invested in one, and oh my gosh, it took 3.5 weeks for us to get here. It's quite a fiasco. The thing came damaged, and basically there are hardly any available, but we did notate that there were local businesses that were still selling freezers, and we were already locked into the contract that we had buying our freezer. But do look around for some of your smaller mom and pop stores that sell appliances. You might be able to find a chest freezer, or even check out online, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace. So if you're a parent like us, we have a 4.5-year-old named Gabriel who is at home homeschooling right now and will be homeschooling through the summer and more than likely at some point in the fall, depending on his school and their schedule. One of the things that is tragic for us parents is there is going to be a shortage of toys. They're already anticipating toy production decreasing, in some cases upwards of 50%. This will directly impact toy accessibility for Christmas. So it's something I want to let everybody know, that some of the ways that we are offloading our toys and even bringing in new toys into our home is using eBay and the Facebook Marketplace. It's a great way to get rid of your toys, clear out space, but also consider recycling toys. That way, you don't rely on the lack of production and you support your environment. So thanks friends for tuning in. I hope these 10 and additional bonus for you parents, hope these tips were helpful. If you found this impactful and you're going to consider stocking up on any of these items, comment down below and let me know. I want you to know I read all your comments, and I hope you will join us on our Natural Health News daily live show. I host a live show sharing news about the coronavirus, COVID-19, how it impacts you and your families to help you make healthy decisions to stay safe and well. And friends, I'll throw up that playlist if you want to check out. We have 8 weeks of daily Natural Health News live shows. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you'll tune in for another video here at Natural Health Resources. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks everybody. See you later.